Good afternoon, everybody. Today is day 238. It is September 30th, 2023, and it is 1:20 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so I had some difficulties to the point to where I just stopped and deleted the first 10 minutes of the video. Okay, it kept stopping and I was counting the time and subtracting it. I was gonna say adding, not adding, but subtracting it to how much longer we had left, and it was just too frustrating. Okay, so we're starting fresh from the beginning, but I do have a total of, let's see here, I believe it's 7 minutes that I walked total. So we're going to, let's see, what that be, 33 minutes, right, you guys? And actually, somehow with my math, I got it down to 30. Okay, so I'm going to count that time. Okay, so this is only going to go to about 30 minutes, no longer than about 35. Okay, so first let's get this inclined. My husband just came out here and oiled it. And he said he found a big jug of oil for it. So I'm happy about that. I believe with the same oil, so that'd be good. Kind of stay with the same company, same product. And he walked in it for a little bit, just for a couple of minutes to try and distribute the oil. And so let's see what happens, okay? Because it got to the point to where it didn't want to go faster than 1.8, okay? And then the first time it stopped, I think it was like maybe 1.7 or something like that. So I cannot guarantee you guys that it's not going to stop again. Part of my notes, am I at 15 yet? Let's see. Yeah, I'm at 15. Okay, let me turn this over. All right, so let me brace myself, get my feet ready, because I have no clue what it's going to do. Okay, and I didn't see which part he oiled, so let's find out. I have two things to talk to you guys about today. I'm excited about the second one. I actually wrote part of my notes out here, and I normally don't do that, but I realized that my first part of my topic wasn't going to take the whole time, and I thought that was kind of cool. The item that I saw, and I like technology. You guys know I like, especially if it's like really advanced. And I would have to say that this is probably not the most advanced item out there, but I still thought it was cool. So I'm going to tell you guys about it. That'll be the second half of our walk, but I just want to see if I can even get this thing to speed up. Okay, so 1.8 might be it. I was trying to get up to 2, but I have no clue. Okay, so give me a second, and I'm just gonna try to get this thing up to speed. Okay, so it's kind of pausing a little bit. I don't know, you guys. We're at 1. I got to 1.1. I was going to go to 1.2. It went back down to 1, and that told me it was going to stop. I just didn't know when. So let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to go from 1 to 1.1. Okay, so now it usually goes back down to 1, but let's see if it goes up. Okay. That's 1.4. Okay, that's 1.5. .6, we're 3 minutes, 24 seconds. .7. Oh boy, you guys. All right, here we go. Point of no return, you guys. Okay, 1.8. Let that circle around a couple more times. 4 minutes. 1.9. 2. All right, so it hasn't gotten up to 2 in the past 2 to 3 days. I'm not gonna push it. Okay, so we're at 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Like I said, we'll get to 30 minutes. We'll see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and to be honest with you, I think my math was a little off anyway, because it wasn't a total. Between yesterday, I think we had like 2 minutes, and today I think I walked for maybe 6 or 7. So maybe that's where I got close to 10, how I got down to 30. But we'll see. We'll just see where we're at. Oh, I do have some more paper here. Okay. All right. So first thing on today's list is the Smart Things Find. Okay, it's from Samsung. They also have the app, but I prefer to use their website. I'm going to tell you the issue that came about, and I'm going to tell you how I solved the problem. Okay, so if your phone sets a password and you never set a password, okay, on your Samsung phone, and obviously without knowing whatever the password is supposed to be, you can't get it to unlock. And it does say online, if you make 10 attempts, that Samsung will wipe your phone clean, like a factory reset, and reset the phone. Okay, so I can tell you, you don't want to try a password more than 10 times. And every time you try and it's not the correct password, then it adds more time to how long you have to wait before you can try another password. Okay, so you can try the soft reset where you push down the volume down button and the power button until the screen goes black and it says Samsung. But I can tell you, most likely, it's going to power back up and you'll be right back at the same problem, the password page. Okay, so what do? Well, first you want to make sure whether you do it on your phone or on a computer, you want to have a Samsung.com account. Okay, so you can either set it up on your phone, or if it's easier, just go to Samsung.com. And then it might sync even with your phone, to where if you log in on your phone, then the password and username will be the same. Okay? So I think it'll save it and you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to have to separately log in from your phone, but you might. It's very, very important that you have the Samsung account. Okay, and like I said, I found out it is the same as Samsung.com. Okay, because you need that username and password to get into this website. Smart, all lowercase, things with an S, find, like you're finding something, .samsung.com. And I don't know if you have to have the / login, but you might. Okay, or you can go to find, because FIND, my mobile, or mobile, however you pronounce it, .samsung.com. Both of those websites will take you to where you will log in with your Samsung account information. Okay, and what I'll do is I'm going to try to edit the video where I have the websites above my head, because if I put them in the description box, it's going to create links, and I don't want that to happen. Obviously, you might click on it, it might take you to my information. I don't know what would happen. So just make sure you look for it right now while I'm talking, okay? I'll try to give each one some time, make sure it's in a font that you guys can read so you guys can pause and use one of those websites. Now, when you go inside this account, you can do several things, and one of them is unlock your phone. You can also lock it as well. Okay, so lock and some other options will be at the top, unlock will be in the second row. Okay, if you need to find it, let's start from the top. From the first option you have is to make it ring. You can make it ring even if it's on vibrate or mute, which I believe is the same thing as silent, right? And it will ring on a max volume for 1 minute. Okay? I already mentioned you can do the lock and unlock. And like I said, the whole purpose of doing that, obviously, is you don't want to have to do a factory reset. If a soft reset that I just told you how to do doesn't work, you don't want to lose all of your videos and pictures. And I'm going to tell you, if your phone is like mine, when you take the data cord, plug it into the computer, plug the other end into my phone has to be unlocked. So not only does it have to be, I guess you could say, awake, it has to be unlocked as well in order for it to start loading up the pictures and videos. And if it locks before it starts, it'll tell you that something went wrong. Now, with the S22, okay, which is what my friend had, or has, I should say, I believe the phone works the same way. It has to be unlocked. The reason why I say that is because when I plugged everything up, it said there was no information in the folder of that phone. And I think that's why it said that. And the reason why I think that is because if I skip to the end of the fact that I unlocked her phone this way, we went to her gallery and all her pictures and videos were still there. Okay, so I don't think we, between the two of us, tried 10 times to guess what the password was. Okay, so that's the whole point. You're doing something on your phone, you set it down, you come back, you swipe it or whatever, and you never had it set for a password, a PIN, nothing like that. It's supposed to just unlock and it doesn't, and it asks for that password. It'll tell you that it's at least 4 characters with at least 1 letter, and you know that you did not set a password. Like I said, skip trying to do the soft reset. Don't do the factory reset. Have your Samsung account set up, okay? And I can tell you from yesterday's experience that I don't think you already have to have a Samsung account. It just so happens that there was one linked to an email. But my thought process is you can make the Samsung account. Like I said, if all you have is a phone, you don't have a laptop, whatever, a tablet, you will need access to something like that. Computer, go to Samsung.com, sign up, and then after that, go to Smart Things Find, that website, or Find My Mobile, right, or mobile, and then enter in that information and see. You never know. It just might pull up the devices that you have, okay, because I personally do not remember even setting this up for my cell phone. And let me tell you, after solving this issue yesterday, after calling AT&T, after calling Samsung, and them saying, well, if she doesn't have the account, we can't remote get in, remote unlock. And so I was just like, I don't want to have to erase all her data with a factory reset. I just don't want to have to do that. So yeah. But that's what I did. There's something else you can do with Google, but if you have a Samsung phone, this is probably the fastest way. And I can tell you right now, just in case, before you got locked out, you already had to have a Samsung account to do this, then I would say pause my video. If you have a Samsung, go to Samsung.com, make the account, Make sure that you do it on your phone too as well if you have to separately. Of course, use the same information. And go to one of the websites that I had above my head and see if it shows your phone, okay? Or your tablet. It works with the tablet as well. Just be safe. I'd rather, you guys be safe. Safer than sorry. And today, my towel. Yes, I walked back in with my towel. When I went in there, I had to use the restroom. I was like, I keep stopping and forgot to bring it out. So this morning it's just gonna go how it's gonna go, right? But that's how you do it. Okay, let's do a time check. 14 minutes, 50 seconds. And actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through what are the other things that you can do on here. And you can access it on your phone as well or tablet. So let's just say your tablet locked up, right? Then if you already have your Samsung account set up, then when you go into this website, however you get into the account between the two websites, the tablet should show up and you should be able to click on the tablet, wait for the options to pop up and click unlock. And it should unlock your tablet. Now, the key thing to keep in mind is any password that you made. Like let's say you made a password and it just stopped working and you know you have the right password. Or if you made a pattern, if you did biometrics, whatever the case may be, when it unlocks your phone, it wipes all that out. So if you like having that set up, you have to reset that up. A way to unlock your phone. I want to make sure I don't forget that. Okay, so also you can track location. When you first log in to this website, it should show you currently where your phone or tablet is. And I was going to say that the item had to be on, but I actually don't think it does. If it's off, I think it shows the last current location. Okay? It also shows you the date and time as well. So what else do we have? So when you currently log in, you'll see the street, the surrounding streets, and a little square, some type of weird shape that's supposed to be the building or the house that it's at. So it gets pretty close, just from when you first log in before you even click on track location. I've never had to do that, so I don't even know what happens if you click on that. You can erase data. You can back up data to the cloud. You can retrieve calls and messages. You have to do a two-step verification to verify that it's you, and you enter the code they send to your Samsung phone or tablet. Okay, so that would be if you have the item obviously on you and it's unlocked and it works. You can choose to skip two-step verification on that device the next time. Okay, so you can check that little bubble or uncheck it. And then also you can extend the battery life, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know how they're able to do that, but it's an option, and all the other options from what I saw, or from the ones I did go over and try and click on, seem to work. So somehow they're able to extend your battery life. Okay, so we're at 17 minutes, 58 seconds, and my fan, yes, it's still on, didn't feel like it was on. Let's get some water going here. And then I didn't want to have to do this, but I think my shirt is big enough to where I can actually wipe my face. I was going to have to use my hands. I really don't want to do that. But then again, this is not safe either, is it? So I'm telling you guys, I don't know how I forgot that towel when I came back out here. You know, usually you remember you have something in your hand. Okay, I don't want to fall, so the rest is just going to have to drip down. All right, next thing. So I was on Samsung just to check and see I guess I'm being really hopeful to see if the flex phones showed up yet, if they even bring them out this year. They weren't there, and they have a whole bunch of ads on Samsung.com, as you know. The refrigerators, TVs, not just their phones. On the first page, like when you first get there, you can slide the little screens over, or you can push like the little thing and it'll play all of that for you and stuff like that. You can go up and down the screen, look at all the electronics and stuff. But what caught my eye was a 55-inch Odyssey Ark 4K UHD 165 Hertz Quantum Mini LED Curved Gaming Screen. And it looks so pretty. So I thought that was good enough for me to, or cool enough for me to tell you guys about, right? So I thought, let's go into some pricing and all this other stuff. Let's play with the Samsung page for a minute. I didn't log in. Okay, so it had 1000R. I have no clue what the R is. It was on a picture of the screen. It's 1 ms, so it's that fast response time. Cockpit mode, which means that it rotates. So it doesn't just sit horizontally, it rotates vertically. And then you can also tilt it back some. So in the video on there, it shows it doing that, and it's really cool. It also has the 1000R where it said sound dome. The resolution options are FHD, QHD, and 4K. Okay, so the price I'm going to give you is with the 4K. Monitor series that it was advertising was a G97NB. And the price before the $500 off that they're offering right now is $2,999.99. With $500 off is $24.99. They have other series that are included with other discounts, and some you can choose for the 4K, and some of them, if you choose them, it'll drop down to the FHD. So I don't know if you have to recheck the 4K or some of their options for the monitor series don't come in 4K. But there's a lot of them with all different price ranges. Like for instance, the 27-inch and the 32-inch, I don't think one wasn't more than, let's say, 200, it's like 199. And the other one might have been like 149 for the 27-inch with their discount that they're offering on there. And my screen's a 32-inch, so I was thinking, I know I said I wasn't gonna wipe my face again, but this is ridiculous. Out of all the days, I'm really sweating today, right? Probably because I'm able to walk faster on it again. I might have to turn that fan up. But yeah, so the prices really did surprise me. Okay, so you can choose from size 24 inches to 55 inches. It said it has free shipping, easy returns. You can do a white glove service, and you can save an additional $75. And then you can get $100 trade-in credit. So I believe it gave the option to trade in possibly, I'm thinking, other TVs from Samsung. I think it was like 2 other companies. So if you have a trade-in, you say yes and go through all that. Okay, so with the 4K, the G97NB monitor series, 55-inch, and I forgot to check the box for the Samsung Care Plus. They have a 2-year for $129.99. They have a 4-year for $249.99 for protection plan. So without checking one of those boxes, one-time payment was $2,499.99. 36 months of equal payments of $69.44. And I'm going to tell you that you'll have to get approved for that. And I believe that would be third-party financing. Or you can do 4 installment payments of $625. Make sure you pay attention to this part. It says every 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm glad I read that box to tell you guys, because if you were just clicking through kind of knowing what you want to do, you might miss it. Thinking that that's every month, and that's not. Okay, so, oh my goodness. This is insane. I'm trying. And I'm looking around here. Nope, it is in the house. It's not even over there by my keys. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. If you pick one of the Samsung programs, it said that you have to enroll and verify your information. However, I think you just have to log in and then pick one of the, it's like 5 or 6 programs. So, like I said, I wasn't logged in, but I picked the education program, which is what I picked before, for my profession. And that gave an additional $600 off. Okay, so if I had logged in, I don't know if it would have stayed at 600 or if it would have been less. I thought it was saying it would make it 600 instead of 500 off, but no, it said an additional $600 off. Okay, so that dropped the price down to a one-time payment of $1,899.99, a 36-month payment plan for $52.78, or 4 installment payments every 2 weeks of $475. So if you're looking for a new gaming monitor, and I'm assuming it would be able to double as a TV, then go take a look, because like I said, there's a lot of monitor series. If I were to tell you there was about 20, I would not be over exaggerating. And then, like I said, good discounts right now. And then the sizes. Like I said, some of them may not be able to be bought in 4K, but you might not care. Just go and see, because like I said, I was very surprised to see anything on there less than 200, knowing that the monitor should be able to double as a TV. And if not, maybe you like your TV and you don't care, and this is strictly for gaming. Or for your computer, if you like me, I just need a big screen. Okay, so I'm gonna close the book. We're 26 minutes, 29 seconds. And so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The Samsung Smart Things Find, being able to unlock the phone like that, so that you don't have to lose anything really, because with a factory reset, I believe you lose your contacts as well, right? Any files on your phone, you lose everything. So that's the way to get around it. And then, like I said, the monitor, seeing it was pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm honestly going to tell you, for all the trouble that I had today, just to get this team to consistently keep going, and because honestly I'm tired of the sweat dripping down my face and not being able to wipe it away safely, we will stop at 30 minutes. And I promise, with our credit from yesterday and with how long I walked for today, it's very close to 10 minutes before my husband came out and oiled it. So I'm going to give it to us today. I think that we have earned it. We deserved it. So let's go ahead and water break for me. I don't know about you guys. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you had to use the Smart Things Find through Samsung? And if you haven't had to, or it just so happens if you're having that issue, were you able to do that? And did it help? And then also, within that question, I would like to know if you already had a Samsung account, whether you set it up on your phone or your computer. And if you didn't, if you had to set up one first, and then if you were still able to go to the other website between the two that I'm going to have in my video and still unlock your phone, even though your Samsung account was set up after the fact. Okay, so that would be something interesting to know. And I would be able to tell you guys, except for it just so happened that there was an email that was already linked to a Samsung account. And so we just did a forgot password, made a new one for the Samsung account, which allowed us to be able to log into that other website. And it didn't matter, like I said, whichever website we went to, either the Find Mobile or the Smart Things Find, either way, it worked. It went into the same account, and we were able to do the same thing. And so, if you know what the other option is, the whole Google thing or whatever, I don't know if it has something to do with Google Assistant. If you tried it that way and it works, let me know. Because I just opted for something with Samsung because the phone was a Samsung phone. So we are really, really close. And this thing, it's like, I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to squeak the whole time, right? It's not happening. But we're at 30 minutes, 0.9 for distance, 100 calories. Now let's find out if it's going to stop. Okay, so it stopped. So tomorrow, I'm not sure if it's going to get up to 2. I do know that that whole gallon of oil, I won't be able to show it to you guys until obviously I get it. That won't be, I don't even think, you guys, next week, except for maybe the end of next week. Okay, so toward the end of next week or the beginning of the following week, then I'll show you guys what it is, because if you're like us, you're probably tired of using a 4-ounce bottle or something smaller, because if you walk on your treadmill every day like I do, then you will probably need to oil it at least once a week. And that would include, I would say maybe not what's under the cover. You might be able to get away with every 2 weeks with that, or about a week and a half, but underneath your belt, in between your belt and the deck, yes, I would say just go ahead and do it. And I've already explained, the tube goes underneath, you get it to the middle, from the left and the right side up here, and then also back here. And then you walk on it to make the oil spread, and that's supposed to help. I'll mention it again, the friction sensor is something I know you might not even see in your manual, but apparently treadmills that were made, I want to say after 2005, but we'll add in 2005, like I said, just be safe. Treadmills that were made in 2005 and after have a friction sensor somewhere over here, and if there's too much friction created while you're on it walking, it will stop. Hopefully it won't be going that fast. Hopefully you won't be running. Okay, so and I mean just literally like dead in its tracks. You guys have seen my videos. You've seen when it stopped on me and when it first did it, and I wasn't even expecting for it to do it. I wasn't surprised that it did something else, but it had never done that before. Okay, so that's supposed to help. And the way you know if it has something to do with the friction sensor is if when you get off of it, like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't know if I mentioned it because like I said, I erased the other one and I just started this one over. If it runs fine, inclined, not inclined, slow, fast, without you on it, and it only stops when you're on it, then that's probably the problem. Okay, so just make sure that you do that oiling, and like I said, you might get down to where you have to do it once a week, but I'm gonna get out of here because like I said, I can feel the sweat dripping down my face and it is not the business. It's really irritating me, so I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. As always, stay safe and thank you for watching. Bye, you guys.